Hey, this is Andrew Brown from Exam Pro, and we are looking at device management for Azure Active Directory. So what is device management? Well, that is the management of physical devices such as phones, tablets, laptops, desktop computers that are granted access to company resources such as printers, cloud resources via device-based conditional access. So if you were to go into Azure AD under device management, you could see a list of devices that are joined to that directory there. So here we have some desktops and some laptops, could be phones, could be a variety of things. Why would a company want to manage their devices from Azure Active Directory? Well, imagine your company, you got a distributed workforce, and that allows employees to work remotely or allow them to use their own personal equipment, which we call BYOD, bring your own device. And this company is going to want to protect their organizational assets, such as their cloud resources, because they have less control over the physical securities of the work environment. They're not in office, so you want to make sure those things are safe. All right, and so that's the whole idea behind device management. And so let's talk about the 3 ways to get devices into Azure AD. We're going to go briefly over these 3 ways, and then we're going to dive deep into each 3 because it's super important to know the difference for the exams, okay? So the first way is Azure AD registered. So this is where you personally own the mobile, it's a personally owned or mobile device. And you're signing in with personal, Microsoft, or local account. Notice the emphasis on personal or mobile. And these are for things like Windows 10, iOS, Android, Mac OS. Then you have Azure AD Joined. This is when the device is owned by the organization and they're signed in with the Azure AD account belonging to the organization. And they exist only in the cloud, so they're cloud native. And again, this could be Windows 10, but then we have Windows Server 2019 VMs, so things like that. Then you have hybrid Azure AD Joined. This is, again, owned by the organization, and you are signed in with an Azure Active Directory domain service account belonging to that organization, and these exist in the cloud or on-premise. So here we got Windows 7, 8.1, 10, Windows Server 2008, or newer. So notice that I'm emphasizing for Azure AD, it's personal, right? For Azure AD Joined, it's cloud native, owned by the organization. And for the third one, it's owned by the organization and it's cloud or on-premise. So if the question says, for which device, in the case of on-premise, it's going to have to be hybrid Azure AD Joined. But this is just a very simple representation of the stuff, but we got to go digging deeper into all these 3 categories right now.